Um, okay, students, we'll go with one topic which was remaining, that is error detection and error correction. So this error detection and error correction, it is one of the unit 5 topic. Okay, so here comes the term called as a error. Since in unit 5 we have studied about memory unit and storing, what is actually memory unit we have studied, it is nothing but a storage which is used to store the binary information. For example, if you consider this to be a memory unit, okay, since it is a unit 5 topic, I think you remember unit 5 we have studied about the concept of memory, that is RAM, ROM, and we have studied about memory decoding, okay, those things. So if you consider this to be a memory, some information is stored into a memory and the information is taken out of a memory. What is this memory? It is nothing but a storage. Okay, memory is nothing but a storage. So the data which is stored here inside the memory, it is in the form of binary information, and finally the data which is taken out, it is also in terms of binary information. This binary information can be some of the instruction also, it can be a command, etc. So the process of storing the data, okay, the process of storing the data inside the memory is called as write operation, as we have studied. Okay, writing operation means what? It is a process of storing the data. Okay, it is a process of storing the data into a memory unit. Then when we are taking the data out of a memory, for example, if I want to do some operation, I want this data, I want to take this data out of a memory unit, the process is called as reading. So this is nothing but write and read operation what we have studied. So what happens sometime is, in this memory unit also, for example, think that I have stored some information 101111. Imagine I have stored some information like 11011. At this point of time, there may occur some of the error here inside the memory unit. Okay, like whatever the data is stored, we may not get exactly the same data. So sometimes there may occur some of the error or changing of a data. So that is called as a error. So concept is, some of the error may take place. So that is nothing but error. So imagine some error, how it take place, I'll explain. So now after this error is being there into our memory unit, at that time we are going to study two concepts, how to detect a error and how to correct. Okay, we are going to study two concepts here. One is detecting of error, how actually error is detected, and second is, once an error is being detected, we need to correct it. Okay, so our two main operations involves error, we need to detect the error where it is, and we need to correct the error. Both this concept we need to study. So if you notice here, first, a data can be corrupted in a memory unit, that is if you consider a memory unit, the data can be corrupted. So the reliability of a memory unit may be improved by employing error detecting and error correcting codes. What is the meaning of a reliability? Reliability is nothing but performance. Means what? I can improve the performance of a memory unit. Okay, I can improve the memory of a performance. I can improve the performance of a memory unit by employing some of the error detecting and error correcting codes. That is what? I can increase the performance by using some of the techniques for error detecting and error correcting code. Okay, the most common error detecting scheme is nothing but what? It is a parity bit. Means what? First we'll study detection. Okay, first we'll study detection, then we'll go for correction. So one of the important methods of detecting an error is nothing but what? By parity bit. So we'll study now what? Parity bit. I'm going to repeat here. Here we have two concepts. One is detection of an error and second is correction of an error. First we are going to detect this error. How we are going to detect this error? Detecting of an error is being done with the help of what? A concept called as parity bit. So we'll study about this parity bit in detail. So first, parity generation and checking. Okay, we'll go with parity generation. What is it actually? Parity bits and checking. Basically, to tell in general, there will be some of the bits. For example, if you consider original data as, okay, if you consider original data I'll take this only. If you consider original data to be this, okay, 110011, then parity bit will be some 110 something. Okay, parity bits are, these are nothing but what? Extra bits which are added to our data bits. Original data is also called as data bits. Okay, original data is also called as what? Data bits. So what are parity bits? These are nothing but extra bits which are added to the original data to find out error or to detect the error. Our main concept, that is parity, its work is only to detect the error, not to correct the error. So now first point of this error detection and error correction. First, exclusive OR. We know the concept of exclusive OR. What is this exclusive OR? It is one of the gates. In basic gates we have studied like which are the basic gates, and, OR and NOT are the basic gates. Then we have universal gates called as an and NOR, and special gates called as XOR and XNOR. So this exclusive OR functions are very useful in error detection and error correction. Okay. So we use the concept of exclusive OR. So you need to be perfect with the functions of exclusive OR. Okay. Before going to the further, I'll explain exclusive OR once again. If you consider this to be an exclusive OR, if this is A and this is B, if this is exclusive OR, this is 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Exclusive OR A XOR B. Concept is 0 1 1 0. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? It is not just 0 1 1 0. If I have, notice here, if I have odd number of ones, I have already told this, once again I am repeating. If I have odd number of ones, then exclusive OR result will be 1. See here, if you notice here, if you consider this to be A, B, and this is a resultant, 0 and 1. How many number of ones are there? 1. How many number of ones are there? 1. What is the number here? It is odd. Similarly here, 1 0. What is the number of 1? 1. So it is 1. If you consider last step, how many number of ones are there? 2. What is 2 here? Whether it is even or odd? 2 is nothing but even. So the result is 0. Similarly here, 0 0. Do we have any ones? No. 0 is number of ones. So 0 is again even, which is 0. If you consider, I will so because you need to be perfect with exclusive OR gate first. So now A, B, C is there. Okay. If you consider 0, 3 variable I am taking, 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay, 0 to 7. A, I'll write down A exclusive B exclusive C. How you will calculate this? If you have odd number of ones, okay, if you have odd number of ones, then only your result will be 1. Otherwise, it is 0. Now see here, do we have any ones? No, we have no ones. Means what? We have 0. What is the meaning of 0? Even number of ones. It is 0. Here, 0, 0, 1. How many ones we have? 1. Whether 1 is odd or even? It is odd. So it is 1. Next, 0, 1, 0. Whether 1 is odd? Yes, 1 is odd. 1. Here, 0, 1, 1. How many number of ones are there? 2. 2 is what? Even number. Put it as 0. Similarly, here I have odd number of ones. Here I have even number of ones. Even number of ones. Last, 1, 1, 1. Whether it is even or odd, it is 1, 2, 3. 3 is nothing but odd. Odd is nothing but what? 1. So, exclusive OR gate supports only for odd number of ones. So, here for parity checking and parity generation, we require what? Exclusive OR functions, which are very useful for our error detection and error correction. Now, next point. A parity bit is used for the purpose of detecting errors during transmission of binary information. Yes, our parity bit, it is only used for detecting of errors, whereas for correction of errors, we will study another method called as a Hamming code in this. Okay. So, just remember, for detecting of errors, we study the method called as parity bit. Coming to a third point here, a parity bit. What is a parity bit? I already told this. A parity bit is an extra bit included with binary message. Binary message is nothing but what? Original message, or you can also call it as a data word. Okay, if you want, I'll write here. This binary message, it is also called as original data. Okay, original data, or it is also called as data word. Original data, or it is also called as data word. So parity bit is what? It is nothing but an extra bit which is included in our binary message to make a number of ones either odd or even. Okay, to make a number of ones either odd or even. Coming to the next point here. Fourth point, the message including the parity bit is transmitted and then checked at the receiving end for the error. Meaning is here. Now we have what here, if we want to explain here. This was the original data. Okay, this was the original data. This is nothing but parity bits. So these two, okay, original data and parity bits are added together. Added means not plus. Original data plus parity data. Both I need to include. So these two. So the message including parity bit is transmitted and then checked at the receiving. For example, consider here. If this is a memory unit, okay, I transfer some data 1101. This is nothing but memory unit, okay. This is sender and receiver. If I want to detect an error, if there is any error, I'll add some parity bits here. 110. So at the receiving end, everything is received. 1101 is the original data plus 110, which is nothing but parity. Original data or data word plus parity. The meaning of this point is that. So the message including the parity bit is transmitted and then checked at the receiving end for errors. Okay, it is checked at the receiving end for the errors. Next, an error is detected if checked parity does not correspond with the one transmitted. Okay. Now, for example, think that I have sent here the data 1101 plus parity 110. Think that here the parity I have got here 100. Instead of 110, I have got here parity 100. Means what? There is a change in 1 bit. Okay. If the receiving end, if it detects that if any bit of a parity is being changed, then it means an error has been taken place. So an error is detected if the checked parity does not correspond to the one transmitted. Next, a circuit that generates a parity bit in a transmitter is called as parity. Okay, we have here two terms here. One is parity generator, second is parity checker. So a circuit which generates. So okay, I told about for the original data, parity bits are added. Okay. How these parity bits are added? From where we get these parity bits? We get these parity bits from the generator called as parity generator. So we get a parity bits from parity generator, and finally these parity bits at the receiver are checked by parity checker. Okay. I get this parity from parity generator and this is being checked by parity checker. Now consider here. Wait a second. Okay. Consider a 3-bit message to be transmitted together with an even parity bit. Okay. Now here we have another step to go with. We study here two types of parity bit. One is even parity, second is the odd parity. No doubt here they have given even parity. I'll explain both even and odd. But throughout this explanation of error correction and detection, they have taken the example of even parity only. Okay. Throughout this, I am going to repeat. Throughout the explanation of error detection and error correction topic, they have completely taken about even parity. But what is this odd parity? Even that concept also I'll be giving you people. Now consider a 3-bit message. What is a 3-bit message? For example, 3-bit message is normally 110, 101, 101 or 111. These are nothing but what? 3 bits. We'll see this. Consider a 3-bit message to be transmitted. Originally, we need to transmit what? 3-bit message from sender to receiver with an even parity bit. Means what? I need to send the data with even parity bit. We will see this what is even. Consider X, Y, Z. These are nothing but 3 bits of message to be transmitted. For X, Y, Z, I have 7 combinations. 0 to 7 combinations, that is total of 8. They have asked us here what? Even. Okay, they have asked us here even. What is the meaning of even? 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So first we need to see 0, 0, 0. We need to make, okay, hint is we need to make, okay, even number of ones. If it is even, we need to make what? Even number of ones. What are even number of ones? 0 ones, 2 ones, 4 ones, 6 ones, etc. etc. Okay. The meaning of even parity bit is, first and the foremost concept, they have given us 3-bit message. Simple. Once they have given 3-bit message, we have what? From 0 to 7 combinations. For this bit, I need to generate what? Even parity. The meaning of what is even parity? We need to make the number of ones even, including even bit. For example, I'll show you. You'll understand here. 0, 0, 0. How many number of ones we have? We don't have any ones. That is what? If we don't have any ones, what is the meaning? We have 0 ones. Yes or no? We have 0 ones. What is the meaning 0 ones? 0 is what? Whether even or odd, it is even. So add here 0. Means what here? Including this parity bit, I need to get even parity. Remember here, including this parity bit, I need to get a even. For example, you will follow here. 0, 0, 1. For now, I'll close this. How many number of ones are there? 1. I'll write here. 1 ones are there. What is 1? Whether it is even or odd? 1 is nothing but odd. To make it even, what I need to do? I need to make it as 1. Such that 1, so total if you count here 0, 0, 1, 1. How many number of ones are there? 2 ones are there. I made it as even. Since it is even here, including parity bit, I need to make it as even. Next, 0, 1, 0. How many number of ones are there? 1. What is 1? Whether it is even or odd? It is definitely odd. To make it even, what I have to do? I need to add 1. Just go on adding 0 or 1 to make complete even. Full table should be even. If you notice here, similarly 4th, 0, 1, 1. What is here case? 0, 1, 1. How many number of ones are there? 2. What is 2? Even or odd? It is already it is even. It is 0. For example, think that if I add here 1, what is the meaning? How many number of ones will be there? 3. Whether 3 is even or odd? 3 is odd. It is wrong. We including this parity bit, I need to make it as even. If you notice here, all are 0, even number of ones, 2 ones, again 2 ones, 2 ones, 2, 2, 2 and last is 4. If you notice here, last how many ones are there? 3. What is 3? Whether it is even or odd? It is odd, definitely. So to make it even, what I have to do? I need to put 1. Complete, I need to consider the parity bit. So based on this table, they have asked us here even parity. I'll show you odd parity. No doubt, I'm going to repeat for the explanation. Just go with the even parity. Because with this even parity bit only, they have explained parity bit, parity checker, parity generator. Further examples also, they have taken even parity only. For if you want to know about odd parity, I will show it here. How it works. If you consider here odd parity, I'll take same X, Y, Z only. Okay. This is parity. Okay, no doubt. 0, 1, 2, okay, I have written from 0 to 7. To make this odd parity I am showing. To make this odd, what I have to put? I have to put 1. Why 1? Including parity, I need to get odd number of ones. If I put here 0, it will become 0 number of ones, which is even. Similarly here 0, 0, 1. Already 1 is present. If I add here 1, again it will become even. So put it as 0. odd number of ones. Similarly here 0, 1, 0. How many number of ones are there? 1, which is odd already. So I'll put here 0. If I put here 1, it will become even number of ones. Next 0, 1, 1. 1, 1 is already even. To make it odd, what I need to do? I need to put 1. Similarly next 1, 0, 0. What is 1, 0, 0? Which is already odd. Put it as 0. Next 1, 0, 1, which is even. To make it odd, what I need to do? Put as 1. Next last 1, 1, 0. To make it even, what I have to put? Sorry, to make it odd, what I need to put? 1. Last 1, 1, 0, which is already odd. To make it odd, what I need to put? Just put 0. Including parity bit, you need to get what? Odd number of ones. If you notice here 1 ones, 1 ones, 1 ones, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3. Odd number of ones. So this is how we got here this table of parity bit. Next, we have seen now parity bit, how parity bit we are going to get. For even parity, the bit P must be generated to make total number of ones including P even. Yes or no? For even parity, including ones, there should be even number of 1. Therefore, P is expressed as X XOR. So only I have told you the very first point, for parity generation or parity checking, compulsory an XOR gate is used. So parity P is equal to X XOR Y XOR Z. Logic diagram of a parity generator and parity checker. Earlier, 3 are there now. X, Y, Z. X, Y, XOR. Again, here we are going to get an XOR P. 3 bit. What we saw the previous table. There was X, Y, Z, P. Coming to the parity checker, we have not studied still. Parity checker will have X, Y, Z. P also is included in the parity checker to get one XOR, and finally we are going to get a checker. Even parity only, I am going to repeat. For parity, this is parity generation, this is parity checker. For generation X, Y, Z, including parity P, I need to get even number of ones. Then what is this parity checker? Parity checker is nothing but after once I have given a parity bits, later we are going to check by using X, Y, Z, P. I need to include P also. By using these 4, I need to check whether is there any errors are there or no. We will see this how it is working. We'll go with working. The 3 bits in the message together with the parity bit are transmitted to the destination. Yes. First is the 3 bits in the message together with the parity bit are transmitted to destination, where they are applied a parity checker circuit to check for the possible errors in the transmission. Since the information was transmitted with even parity, the 4 bits received must have even number of ones. Here I have a table. Now, earlier the table was only 3, that is only X, Y, Z, resultant was P. Now, what is the table? It has 4 inputs X, Y, Z, P. What is C? C is nothing but what for us? It is a checker. Now, including C, last table how we checked including P. Now, including C, I need to have what? Even number of ones. I need to have even number of ones. For this, first write down from 0 to 16. Okay, 0 to 15 as you can notice here. For parity, including parity, I need to have wrote out even number of ones. Now, including checker, I need to have what? Even number of ones. Because we are studying the continuity of even parity checker. Parity bits, parity generator is different. P is different, C is different. First is 0, 0, 0. If you notice, odd number of zeros, even number of ones are there, put it as 0. Here, 0, 0, 0, 1. How many number of ones are there? Again, the number of ones are odd. To make it as even, add 1. Similarly, same continuous till here. Last, if you notice, 1, 1, 1, 1. How many number of ones are there? 4. It is already even. Put it as 0. Same concept. In the parity bit, 3, we used to take X, Y, Z. P was resultant. Here, 4. X, Y, Z, P. C is the checker. their final result was P is equal to X XOR Y XOR Z. Here C is equal to X XOR Y XOR Z XOR P. If you notice here, this diagram, first table was this X Y Z P, second table is X Y Z P. See. So this is the concept. I'll just read out the working. So a parity bit is generated and stored along with the data word in a memory. The parity of a word is checked after reading it. Sorry, this is here it is. Okay. The 3 bits in a message together with the parity bit are transmitted to their destination, where they are applied to the parity checker circuit to check for the possible errors. Okay, we are going to check whether there are possible errors in the transmission. Since the information was transmitted with even parity, okay, we are considering here even parity only. The 4 bits received must have even number of ones. Yes, the table which shows we need to have an even number of ones. An error occurs during the transmission if the received 4 bits have odd number of ones. Definitely, we are going to detect the checker. Parity checker is used to detect the error. How we can detect the error? If we have even number of ones, definitely there is no error. If we have any odd number, for example, in the checker here, we have 0, 0, 0, 0. Instead of 0, I have got here 1. Imagine I have got here 1. So at that time, what happens here? Here we'll be having odd number of ones. Here we'll be having odd number of ones. If we have odd number of ones, it doesn't work for even parity. So we need to put here 0. So this checker basically it is used to detect the error. So only since the information was transmitted with even parity, the 4 bits received must have compulsory even number of ones. If we have odd number of ones, then definitely we can confirm that we will be having the error. An error occurs during the transmission if the received 4 bits have odd number of ones, indicating that 1 bit has changed its value during transmission. Yes. So we can identify the error, we can detect the error. Okay, we can detect the error by if we have any odd number of ones. Okay, or if there is a mismatch in any 1 bit. So the output of a parity checker is denoted with a checker C will be equal to 1 if error occurs. Okay, it will be equal. Again, we'll go with a table. So this checker C, if there is an error, definitely what happens? There will be a 1 in the checker. This is 0. Imagine here, I already have, in this case, I already have even number of ones here. 1, 1. This is 0. In this case, if there is a 1, okay, in this case, if there is a 1, what happens? It means that compulsory an error is present. That only they have told here. The C will be equal to 1 if the 4 bits received have odd number of ones. Definitely, if they have any odd number of ones, what happens? Error will take place. Sorry, it is even number of even numbers of 1. If we have even number of 1, but still if our C is 1, then definitely an error is present. Like this, by using this parity bit, we can generate or we can detect the error. This uses two concepts. One is generation of a parity, second is parity checker. The parity bit is generated and stored along with the data word in a memory. Is generated and stored along with the data word, as I have told you. As I have told you, if our original data is, For example, if you consider original data, n as original data, if it is something 1011 and parity is something 10, okay, then total is what? N plus p, that is 1011 and 10. Along with the parity, the data is being sent here. So a parity bit is generated and stored along with the data word in the memory. Data word is nothing but original data. The parity of a word is checked after reading it from a memory. The data word is accepted if the parity of bits readout is correct. So basically, once we have sent a original data with a parity bit, it is being checked at the receiver. If parity bits are same at the if parity bits are same at the receiver, definitely there is no error. If there is a change in the parity bits, then definitely there is an error. If the parity checked results in an inversion, an error is detected. Inversion means what? If there is, for example, consider here, same example, I have sent data called as, or parity called as 10. If the receiver receives 11, what happens here? Instead of 0, invert take place here, 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. So if there is an invert detected, then it means finally it is error is there. An error correcting code generates multiple parity check bits that are stored with a data word in the memory. So there are some of the error correcting codes generators which generates multiple parity checks that are stored with the data word in the memory. As of now for your syllabus, only some changes they have told here. No need to go with different parity bits here. Next point, when a word is read back from a memory, the associated parity bits are also read from a memory and compared with a new set of check bits generated that have been read. This I'll explain in the next. If the check bits are correct, no error has occurred. If the check bits do not match, then there is a error. If there is a error, we call it as a syndrome. If there is a error, we call it as a syndrome in our term. No doubt here we have types of errors: single error, double error. Single error means if there is a change in only one bit, 1 to 0 or 0 to 1. Okay, if there is a change in only one bit, it can be called a single error. Coming to the next, till now we have discussed about error detecting. How we can detect an error. It can be detected by error checking and error generating. Okay, checking part and generating part. Next is, this is a type of method, Hamming code, which is used to correct the error. The concept what I told now, that is generation of a parity, checking of a parity, that is 3 table and 4 variable table, that concept is used in Hamming code to correct the error. How we can correct the error? First point. So first of all, this is one of the error correcting code which was derived by a person called as R.W. Hamming. Here k parity bits are added to n bit data word. See here, parity bits are denoted by k. Parity bits are denoted by k and data bits are denoted from as n. From now onwards, k is nothing but parity bits what we add. How we add the parity bits? By taking the help of parity generator. And we have original data n data bits forming a new word n plus k. Okay. So imagine if I have k parity bits and if I have a n original data, so total I'll be having n plus k bits. I'll be having n plus k bits. So imagine we have no parity bits. The position of, what is the position of a parity bits? Always remember the position of a parity bits will be as a power of 2. What is the power of 2? 2 to the power of 0 is 1. 2 to the power of 1 is 2. 2 to the power of 2 is 4. 2 to the power of 3 is 8. So these parity bits, they take the positions like this. It can be 1, 2, 4, 8, so on in powers of 2. As I'll explain next. The positions are numbered in power of 2, which are reserved for parity bits. The remaining are reserved for data bits. We'll explain this. Consider now the original data. Consider an original data bit, that is, they have given some 8-bit data, or this is nothing but original data. Okay, original data, or it is also called as data world. So we have how many total of, we have 8 bits of data, 1 0 0 0 1 0 0, it is 1 1, 1 1 0 0 0 1 0 0. We include 4 bits with 8 bits, total we get 8 plus 4. I'll explain here. First is, they have given us original data as 1 1 0 0, okay, 1 1 0 0 0 1 0 0. This is nothing but original data. Now I want parity. I don't know the parity bits. As of now, I take the parity bits with symbol called as a P. I take the parity bit symbol called as a P. Now here is the question, how many parity bits I need to add? Here is the question, how many, whether 2 bits I need to add, 4 bits I need to add, 3, how many bits I need to add. For this there is one table. At the last I have written range of parity bits. Okay, range of parity bits. If I have 2 to 4 data, 2 to 4 bits of data. 2 means what? 2 bits is nothing but 1 0. It can be 1 0. 4 is nothing but 0 1 0 0. So if I have 2 to 4 bits of data, then I need to take parity bits as 3 parity bits. If I have 5 to 11 data bits, I can take 4 parity bits. If I have 12 to 26, I can take 5. Similarly, 27 to 57, 6, 58 to 127. Now see here, they have given us a data of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See where our 8 lies. 8 lies in this table from 5 to 11 range. So how many bits I need to take here? 4 parity bits I need to take. So I take here parity bits as P1, P2, P4, P8. I take here 4 parity bits, P1, P2, P4 and P8. Why I have taken 1, 2, 4, 8 only? See here, they have given us the positions of power of parity bits are in the power of 2 only. Since I have here 4 parity bits, I need to consider its power in terms of 2 only. So now I have got the original data. Parity bits I have taken P1, P2, P4 and P8. Now we'll go with bit positions. How we need to? Bit positions. Okay, bit positions. How many bits are there? Total n is what here? In our original data, n is 8. Plus, how many parity bits are? We don't know what are the parity bits. We'll find out. How many parity bits are there? 4. 8 plus 4. Total how many? Now 12. I need 12 positions are there. I will write here positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay. This is 1, 2. Okay, this is the positions. Now, parity bit P1, place it in the position 1. This is 2 power 0 is 1. This is 2 power 1 is 2. This is 2 power 2 is 4. This is 2 power 3 is 8. Only 12, only up till 12 we want. These positions are reserved for what? Parity bit. So I place it here, parity 1. This is parity 2 I can take. This is parity 4. This is parity number 8. So 4 parity bits are reserved in 4 positions. Now we have what? We have 8 bits of data. Place in the remaining blocks. First is 1, 1. First is, if you notice here, 1, 1 I have placed here. No doubt P4 can come in the between. Then I have 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. Just place how the data is given. Same place here, leaving the parity. So this is the original parity. That is including the parity I have stored here in the bit positions. Now we have come till here. So consider example 8-bit data word. We include 4-bit parity with 8-bit data word and arrange 8 plus 4 12 bits as follows. I have arranged here. The 4-bit parity bits P1, P2, P4, P8 are in positions 1, 2, 4, 8. The 8 bits of data word are in remaining position. The 8 bits are in remaining positions. Okay. Now, we need to find out the value of P1, P4, P2, P3 and P4. Sorry, this is P4. This is P8. Okay. Total of, we need to find out this parity bit. What is its value of P1? What is the value of P2? What is its, whether it is 0 or whether it is 1? We need to find out. For this, since here we have 4 parity bits, no doubt you need to take 4 variable, that is 4 variable truth table, that is from 0 to 15. If you have 3 parity bits, you can take 0 to 7. If you have 2 parity bit, take from 0 to 3. That's it. Since here we have here 4 parity bits P1, P2, P4, P8, I have taken from 0 to 15 as you can see. Okay. Now, I need to start calculating P1, P2, P4 and P8. First, concentrate only on P1. Before going to this, let me tell you that we have up till 12 only. Okay. If you notice here, we have up till 12. So, we will stop this truth table counting till here. Okay. After this, it is for no use for us. Okay. It is no use. So, we need to consider from 0 to 12. Parity 1. P1 is equal to, no doubt we need to go with XOR only. How to find parity? It is because of XOR gate only. So, parity 1 is equal to XOR of bits. XOR of bits, what are the bits here? Parity P1, if you notice here. Parity P1 means after P1 you need to come. After P1, I will write here. After P1, after 1, bit position 1, you need to start counting here. I'll tell how to take that. After 1, for example, this is parity 1. First is parity 1, you need to take after 1. Don't consider this 1. After this 1, what you need to take? 3 alternate ones. Wherever ones are there, you need to take. This is 3, this is 5, 7, 9. Then I have 11. Then don't count after 13 and 15. See here. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. What is 3 here? What is 3 here? 1. What is 5 here? 1. Again, what is 7 here? 1. So, you need to consider these. Sorry. So, XOR bits after 1. So, after 1, we have written here 3, 5, 7, 9 and 11. And once you have written this, now refer your bit position. What is there in 3? What is there in 3? 1. What is there in 5? 1. Again, what is there in 7? 0. What is there in 11? 0. So, what the data they have given? 1 XOR 1, XOR 0, XOR 0, XOR 0. If I have odd number of, what is the XOR concept? If I have odd number of ones, put it as 1. If I have even number of ones, put it as 0. Similarly, P2. P2 is XOR of bits. What are the bits? Now, go for P2. After P2, you need to count till 12. After 2, don't consider 12. Don't consider 2. 1 is what? 3. Okay, 3 is 1. Then I have 6. Then 7. Then 10. Then 11. So I have taken 3, 6, 7, 10, 11. Again, go for bit positions. What you have? 3, 6, 7. 3, 6, 7, 11. You need to again do the XOR gate. Similarly, if you want to consider this P4, XOR of bits, go for P4. Don't consider 4. After 4, you need to consider. What is there after 4? 5, 6, 7. Then anywhere 1. Then we have up till 12. So, 5, 6, 7, 12. What is there in the bit positions? Original data. Same again XOR. Last P8. P8. After 8 you need to count down. After 8 what we have? 9, 10, 11, 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. So what you have here in 9, 10, 11, 12? This table. 9, 10, 11, 12. 0, 1, 0, 0. So 0 XOR 1, XOR 0, XOR 0. If I have odd number of ones, put it as 1. This is how I calculated our parity bit P1, P2, P4, P8. P1 is 0, I got the result. P2 is what? 0. P4 is 1. P8 is, last is 1. Now I will substitute in my table. If you notice here, I have substituted in my table. Now I have got here from the value P1. If you notice here, what I have got here, P1 as 0. Okay, P1 as 0. I have put P1 as 0. P2 as 0. P2 as 0 I have put here. Then P4. P4 I have got here 1. P4 1. Last is P8 I have got here 1. P8 is 1. Remaining data you keep it as it is. Now I have got here parity bits. So you remember we have two methods there in parity. One is parity generation and second is parity checker. Now we have corrected the parity generation, that is we have 4 bits, that is P1, P2, P4, P8, and then another one is parity we have found out. Now we'll go with checker. How to check this checker? Basically it is used for detecting of an error. What was the concept there? Checker means what here? We need to include the parity also. What I'll get here? Parity. For example, if you notice this diagram, till I have completed till now here, X, Y, Z, P. What is X here? For example, I have here 4. Parity 1, parity 2, parity 4, parity 8. Okay, I have got some result parity. Now what is our duty? Here are 4. One is parity 1, parity 2, parity 4, parity 8. And I have got here another one parity also. Total of 5 I will be getting here and one checker. So if you notice here in checker, XOR of bits, no doubt here this is same 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. But here, see here, include parity bits. If you remember here in the table, if you remember in one example, I have included the parity X, Y, Z parity and I have found out checker. Similarly here also, I need to include what? Parity. What is parity here for example? In this case, okay, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 are same. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. What I have included here? 1. From where 1 I have got here? This is parity for parity 1. Okay, this is nothing but 1. This is what for us? It is bit position 1, 3, 5. Similarly, for C2 I have included 2 parity bit. For C4 I have included 4. For C8 I have included 8. So, always remember when we are going to generate parity bits, whatever the data is there, just go for parity bit. Whenever you are going for parity checking, include the parity bits. Then only you will get the result. A check is 0 designates even parity and 1 designates odd parity. Means what here? If I get the result of this check as 0, means what you need to do? What is there in the bit position 1? 0. Again 0. XOR. Again, whatever is there, you need to put here XOR. You need to do the XOR. If I get the result as 0, it means it is even parity. If I get 1, it means the odd parity. Since the bits are stored with even parity, no doubt here we are considering right from the starting even parity only. So the result C is equal to, so I'll take the combined results now. Individually don't take now. Combined result, I can calculate the C is equal to C8, C4, C2, C1 is equal to 0, 0, 0, 0 indicates no error. Compulsory, I need to get this C is equal to C8. Combined result C8, C4, C2, C1 0, 0, 0, 0, which means there is no error. If there is any one bit also difference, then compulsory there is an error. If you notice here, for example, bit positions as usual 0 to 12. I have put here, this is without a error. Parity bits are there and data bits are there. For example, here they have said error in bit position 1. Bit position 1 is this 0, it has inverted to 1. There is a error. Error in bit position 5. Sorry, it is bit 5. Okay, it is in bit position 5. Meaning is what? In 5th position, there is an error from 1 to 0. Then how we will represent in checker? See here. Same table I am representing here. Combine I have taken here C1, C2, C4, C8. If all are 0, 0, 0, definitely there is no error. If there is any 1 bit error, see in bit position 1 there is error. Bit position 1 is this. This is bit position 1. This is bit position 2. This is 4. This is 8. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 8. This is bit position error in bit 1. Means what? In bit 1 there is a error. 0 it has converted to 1. Next, with error in bit 5. Here when you represent in the table only bit positions changes. Whereas if you go for a checker, complete the binary itself changes. That is bit position 5 means what? 0, 1, 0, 1. 4 plus 1 is what? 5. So this is how when you consider the checker, consider complete C8, C4, C2, C1. If all are 0, 0, 0, no doubt there is no error. If any one position also changes, the checker also shows the error, which means there is a error here. So this is how we can detect the error or we can correct the error. Complete this topic. They have given us about the even parity only. So consider the even parity. So this is the end of error detecting code. As I have told you, if there are 3 bits, then consider, if you have 2 to 4 bits, consider 3. Parity check. Similarly 5 to 11, 4. Since we are in this range, I have considered 4 parity. That is P1, P2, P4 and P8. So this is the end of error checking, error detecting and error correcting using checker.